By the way, for nakitito Patatas, who got me this there are so many variations and it's been a while since our last moment. I'm not really collecting for games, so I'm actually a tad bit disappointed. Yeah! Ho! Welcome back to the final and last video of Geek Out Gaijin for the year 2022. Anyway, getting back to the program, I would just like to thank you all for sharing this journey with me through our very first year. So 2022 is a wrap. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Thank you for putting your trust in this channel and believing that I would be able to deliver you guys the entertainment that you need straight out from Japan, the rural Japan anyway. And with the first year done, let's take a look back at the things that we have done throughout the channel, from our video game and toy hunts to our figure reviews, our video game unboxings, and so much more geeky random stuff that comes from straight out of my head. Anyway, as always, I am your Pinoy otaku in Japan but not in Tokyo, and let's wrap things up for this year. So starting up, let's discuss one of the series that I have so pleasantly enjoyed so much. Unfortunately, it is not a series that has garnered views. Anyway, that's not really important since I am only doing this particular series for the enjoyment, and my real goal for this is sharing the experience of my one of my favorite pastimes, and that is our video game and toy hunt. So a lot of things that has come and gone. So I have produced 33 video game and toy hunts during our first year, and most of those locations are out of Tokyo. So it's mainly from Gunma and Saitama, which I haven't finished making the guide for, in regards if you should go video game and toy hunt in the particular locations that I have shared with you guys. So moving forward, I won't be stopping anytime soon in producing this video game and toy hunt. It's gonna be a little bit more a little bit more random. I have actually recorded a lot of stuff during my video game and toy hunts that I did not make into their own episodes, because those are the things that, oh, I just found something really really nice. I took a video out of it, and suddenly I don't think that it's gonna be a worthwhile episode, because it's either it's a little bit unfinished, a little bit rushed, and I didn't really want to shell out an episode that's not entertaining for me to watch, because if I wasn't entertained with it, then most probably you won't be. Anyway, moving forward to our next set of things that I release in the channel, that is the figure reviews, and that is actually one of the main goals when I created the channel. We were first called Video Game Figure Collector, and that is because one of my favorite things to collect for are video game related figures and toys, and those are things that have gotten quite expensive because of scale figures. But I mainly focus from pop-up parades, and pop-up parades, wow, Good Smile Factory, wow, 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 wow. They have released so much great stuff in 2022. I really, really enjoyed the Nendoroids from Aloy, Sagrius, and the pop-up parades. Just look at this one. Chun-Li, I'm still waiting on Kami, and I must say, really looking forward to the releases in 2022. They're gonna release Sagrius, and they're gonna release the Bravely Default the Bravely Default crew starting with Tease, and it's gonna be awesome. Really looking forward to it. Really excited for it. And also, I have been considering, besides the figures, that I might do a game review down the line. It's gonna be a lot more harder, challenging to produce, and one of the main reasons for that is that a friend of mine recommended a certain game. Is from Vanillaware, one of the developers that I really love their art style. I love Odin Spear, I love Muramasa, I love Dragon's Crown. I haven't played the other titles like Grim Grimoire, but I'm so happy that I got to play Aegis Ream, 13 Sentinels Aegis Ream. Such a nuance, and a game that's really hard to sell, but it is one of the games that I really enjoyed during this month, and I was able to get the platinum for it. But for a game like that, if you didn't get the platinum, you haven't really finished the game, because the platinum is really tied to the completion of the game. So, and anyway, I'm gonna leave that to the full review if ever I do it. Anyway, I really highly recommend that game. Really awesome game. So I've already segued into the video game department, but let me finish up with let us go back to the figure collecting. As you may have noticed, I have also included a little bit of anime in my unboxings, and that is because in reality I am a multi-geek. I don't know if that's even a word. I just made that up, but multi I really love so much of the geeky stuff from anime, from the movies, the series, Marvel, DC, Vertigo. I don't really care as long as the content's good. I enjoy it. I consume it, from animes to animes, comics, and everything. Video games. You can see based on my collection, I really do try to streamline my collection, but there are so many awesome stuff that I really would like to see. Sometimes I just wake up and check out, and my wife would ask me what I'm doing. I'm just clearly staring at my collection, and I really do appreciate it, because that is one of the things about being a collector. Is like you may have dreamed when you were a kid that you want to have a game store in your own place. So that is a light summary of why I am collecting. That's another topic that we should be discussing. Anyway, going back into the figure collecting, since we are already doing anime, I have actually been slowly collecting Q Posket anime main characters, and a little bit challenging since they have not done main protagonists from certain animes yet. Like One Piece, they only did Nami, and that is the Wano costume Nami, and they haven't also done Goku. They've done Bulma, Chi Chi. They even done Android 17 and 16, but they haven't done Goku. Or maybe Bandai does not want the Dragon Ball characters, the main protagonists, to look like dolls. But I really enjoy, and I would think I won't be stopping anytime soon collecting Q Posket. And I've even gotten my wife on board with it. She has been collecting Stranger Things and a little bit of the Wreck-It Ralph Disney princesses, the Avatar style. And I have recently gotten back into collecting Funko Pop slowly, just a little bit, since I really have a thing about pricing. So, for example, like this, we got Kratos, and I forgot what the the dude with the broken head is called. Sorry for that. Anyway, I've gotten Kratos and that guy for around 15 bucks, but they're loose. So if it's below 1,000, like that's speaking of below 1,000, I got from a hunt I did last month. The Stanley 1 out of 1,500, the one in the blue and gray costume, and I only got it for 980 yen. Such a sweet deal, and that is why I really enjoy sharing my video game and toy hunts. It's because when I see things like that, really blows my mind for the particular price. That is a really sweet deal. But video game and toy hunting is not about how cheap I could get them for, but it's in regards of how 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 much I find something that I really want for the price that I want. I am, or rather, I'm willing to pay for it. Anyway, so that's it for the figures. So we collected a lot of Q Posket. The number one line that I really enjoyed is Pop Up Parade, even if the releases are not that big video game wise, but they have been really going out with those licenses. So looking forward to 2023 on Papa Parade. Really enjoyed Q Posket. Been buying them for as low as 200 yen. So the hunt really is so exciting on my end. So in the future for our figure unboxings reviews, so more or less and down those lines, some gachapons, maybe an Ichiban Kuji from time to time, or maybe a scale figure if I do find a deal for it. So moving on to the video game, properly moving on to the video game side of our content throughout 2022. Let's start off with the cheapest video game related collector's edition. Not actually the cheapest, but one of the reasons why I tend to hold off on buying a brand new game and a brand new collector's edition or pre-ordering them is I got the Horizon Forbidden West 2 months after, around April. It was released February for 22,000 yen, I think, more or less. Then I got it on April for only 10,000 yen. And I haven't even opened it. It's still in this brown box yet. So really holding up on opening it since we are already really jam-packed here at Geek Out Gaijin HQ. And maybe if we could get a much better spot for our collection, then finally I would be able to open it. And speaking of unopened stuff, I also have the God of War Collector's Edition still unopened, the first game. Anyway, so getting back into the video game side, I have told you earlier I'm considering doing video game reviews in the future, and also I have some collector's editions lined up. And for 2022, the best, or rather the most bang for your buck Japanese release video game special edition is the Shredder's Revenge. Really love that particular release. It's so cheap. It only costed me around 4,000 yen, I think. Way cheaper than even a standard release of a regular AAA game, which goes for 6,000 to 7,000 yen nowadays. So also for this also we would be doubling down on our video games with English support, and we will be looking back on other stuff like retro stuff and see what video games have retro video games have full English language support. But in terms of that, On the Nintendo side, there's really just a little bit of titles that did enjoy full English language support during the retro days, and I am so happy and glad that during the Switch era, Nintendo has really backed up having full English language support on games, especially on the Japanese region. And as for the Sony side of things, I do hope that they have a particular website like Nintendo does, that where you could check if a PlayStation game has full English language support, not like right now where you have to go to the main websites. PSM actually has the PlayStation Network. I did a guide for this. They sometimes place in the Ego kanji on their PlayStation Network game page on certain titles, but not all of them. So that's more content for us. So um, that's it for the video game side of things for 2022 and looking to 2023. And I would just like to say that I am really thankful for all of the support that you guys have been giving me. And as for the geek blogs like this, I really want to do more of this, but sometimes I actually have a huge list of things that I would like to produce. It's just I know this sounds like an excuse, but it's the reality that I do have a day job, and really fitting the time when you have a day job and making content, even if you really do enjoy it. At my age, keeping the balance is a little bit challenging. So moving forward, I cannot promise regular releases, but just stealth drops, and just really is about me finding the right time to be able to produce the content and still be able to enjoy life, like playing the games or building Gampla, appreciating everything that I collect, because at the end of the day it's about our happiness. And even if we do this content, so treating it as a pastime right now, since I'm not making any mula from this. And what else have I missed? Okay, we got from the figures, the games, the toy hunts, geek blogs. So let's check. Let me just share with you guys my favorite places in terms of video game and toy hunts. Favorite 100% lit, no cap, is Mandai Shoten Isesaki is my happy place. I go there every Friday. So that's the winner of our video game and toy hunt. For the figure side of things, probably my favorite hole is the Kotobukiya Star Ocean set. Really love that set. Really love that game. Great runner-up would be for my 2022 purchases, Chun-Li right here. Really love that Papa Parade. Cannot really say this enough. Papa Parade, really a good smile company, really doing a great job in terms of figures. They're my favorite figure manufacturer for 2022. And for the games, my favorite game for 20 that was released in 2022 has to be Triangle Strategy. Really happy that even though most of the releases that Square Enix has been doing with their RPGs, they have also honored their legacy. They have created strategy games, traditional RPGs with their HD 2D remakes, and still scourging up the money to buy Octopath Traveler 2 Collector's Edition. I hope I would be able to get it pre-ordered in January before it releases in February. But the first game that we would be unboxing on this channel, collector's edition side anyway, will most probably be Fire Emblem Engage. I got that pre-ordered Elias edition. That's one of our unboxing for January lined up. So Triangle Strategy winner for me for the games released in 2022. Three runner up for what I enjoyed in 2022 have to be 13 Sentinels Aegis Ream. The game that I played finished platinum in 2022. That's a little bit because of the glitches in getting the trophy. Has to be Guardians of the Galaxy. It would have been underrated if it not for the glitches, and I saw myself not really fully enjoying the game because of that. I know it's not really, it was released in 2021, but still I finished it 2022, so that's that. And that's the wrap up. That's our 2022 Geek Out Gaijin wrap up. And thank you so much for spending your time with me while I share with you guys what I enjoyed in 2022. Looking forward to 2023. A little bit more time, and it's a new year for everyone. So, and moving forward to the new year, I just hope that you guys have a very, very awesome new year. May your problems be done as the same year as 2022. I also really, really wish that my IRL would turn around and I'd be getting some good luck in 2023. And that's it! And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for giving Geek Out Gaijin the chance to entertain you guys. That's a wrap. This geek is out of here. See you next year.